Hi, my name is Spencer Roe. I'm at Mercedes-Benz and Airstream of Scarborough, Maine. To my left is a very exciting, very special vehicle that is available for sale and immediate delivery here at our dealership. This is a 2022 Airstream Interstate Grand Tour. This is their EXT body style. This is their 24-foot interstate model. The Grand Tour signifies the cabin layout. There are two layouts available, a Grand Tour and a Grand Lounge. The Grand Tour gives you more counter space, more cabinet space, a larger wardrobe option, and a larger refrigerator and freezer as well. So I wanted to just take a quick walk around the exterior, talk about some of the features, as well as the interior of the coach. Starting with the outside, one of three color options available when ordering an Airstream Interstate is black. That is our exterior color of choice. It has a modern greige interior, I think the most popular interior selection of colors. Starting with the passenger side, we have our automatic power sliding door, which you can operate from the key fob, from the outside door handles, or from the dashboard of the Interstate. You can see here, nice entryway, power step that retracts and extends as soon as you open and close the door. We have a sliding screen on the outside, so this slides all the way forward, closes up very nicely, gets you nice airflow throughout the Interstate, as well as a sliding kitchen screen as well. That is new for 2022, so every previous Airstream before that we did not see this option. It was a stationary screen. Really nice, really opens up the cabin of the vehicle. Really a lot of nice features. With one press of a button, we have a 14-foot automatic awning that extends. Controls for the awning are inside our touring coach. It's a beautiful design. It fits seamlessly into the body paneling of the Airstream, so driving down the road, you never know it was there. We have LED lighting underneath the coach, LED lighting above the coach here, above both doors, as well as LED lighting on the outside of our awning. There's also a sensor on the end there that measures movement. So if this awning is shaken too much by the wind, or you leave it out and you forget to put it back in, it will automatically retract, preventing damage. You'll notice with our awning fully extended, there are no support arms, because Airstream's designed these three wonderful arms here for the awning, and it does not require any support arms. So you can move freely around this corner. There is no need for any extra pieces, nothing to bump into as you're walking around. Let's take a little walk around the Airstream Interstate Grand Tour. Tons of outdoor living space created by this awning. Down below we have our propane fill, as well as our external LPG port, so we can use this LP tank built in for a small portable gas grill. We also have our propane fills there. It is a 9-gallon propane tank. We also have cable inputs, as well as 110-volt power outlets for any outside fans or lights that you might want to incorporate in your patio. So around the back of the Interstate, we have very sleek Airstream Interstate badging. At a second's glance, this is just a very nice, very finished van, but it's very sleek, very under the radar. We have our rear view camera up top, and then down below, hidden very nicely behind this stylish bumper cover, is a trailer hitch, and that trailer hitch has a 5,000-pound towing capacity, which means you can tow a small trailer, a car if you need to. A lot of great options there with that hitch. Around to the driver's side of the Interstate. Now, when Airstream acquires a van from Mercedes-Benz, the van comes with every standard option and available option on that Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. Airstream immediately removes all of the seating and all of the glass from Mercedes-Benz and inputs their own. So we have full windows, privacy glass, adjustable windows. One thing I want to say, if you look at any other brand, you'll notice the windows aren't as large. They are sometimes opted for smaller window frames within this panel, so you don't get as much light in the cabin. But in this model, full windows all the way throughout, which means the interior is very open, lots of light comes through. It's a great feature from Airstream. We have our 30 amp plug. That is our shore power you plug that in right here. Easy enough to do. If you're camping, you plug that in for shore power, full use of all of your electrics. Nice option to have. We have an exhaust for our furnace, an exhaust for our propane generator. We have a city water plug-in, so if you're camping, you want to have running water, this goes right into your city water. Down below, we have access to our freshwater fill, to our waste dumping system, to our outdoor shower. All of these boxes here are for your water needs. Now, coming around to the front, something that I wanted to point out that we may have noticed before, front and rear Alcoa Durabrite chrome wheels, a wonderful choice from Airstream. Alcoa being a very reputable brand, those wheels will look the same that they did today and every day following. Beautiful black metallic paint. I think Mercedes has done a great job with the styling on that Sprinter van. We've got LED headlights, we've got parking sensors in the front and rear, very sleek, very stylish, and also very functional. There's a lot of safety systems worked into this bumper, these headlights, as well as the camera systems in our front windshield. So we just wanted to start with a tour of the exterior. Let's take a closer look inside the Interstate Grand Tour. Starting with the cockpit of the Interstate Grand Tour, we can see our driver and passenger seats. Taking a look at the seating here, this is the beginning of our modern Grige ultra leather upholstery. Now, this is all from Airstream. It's incredibly soft, incredibly comfortable, meant for those long journeys. Sitting in these seats, or any of the seats for that matter, no matter how long you're driving, you will be comfortable. Beautiful Airstream badging, all the finishes done from them in a fabulous way. Fantastic build quality. Mercedes-Benz have outdone themselves with the dashboard and steering wheel controls here. A lot of these components directly from the Mercedes-Benz automobiles, including the steering wheel you'll find on many of our cars, as well as this 10-inch display. So this is a touchscreen system for our navigation, our radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all done from this touchscreen, incredibly easy to use. We've got our volume and shortcut operations. We have our climate controls, including a heated windshield. I mentioned earlier you can adjust your power door from the dashboard. That button is right here. We've got plenty of cup holders, 4 in the front, 2 on the dashboard, and then a few down in the door panels as well. On our door panels, you'll see your window adjustments. You'll see your power and memory seats, as well as your heated seats for the driver and passenger. These are also swivel seats. We'll point out later on in the video, you can turn these seats around, create another living space in the rear of the cabin. On the steering wheel, we have our gear selector here on the right. A full click up puts us in reverse, a full click down puts us in drive. Button on the end is our park button. We have a travel warning light, so if our awning is out or our door is open or the step is extended, that travel warning light will flash and warn us that there's something we have to do before we can head on our journey. Automatic lights, automatic wipers. We do have radar guided cruise control. That is the Distronic cruise control system from Mercedes-Benz, so that will adjust to the vehicles in front of you. Great cruise control system to have, especially for longer journeys. Phone, volume, and voice operation on the steering wheel as well. It's a beautiful cabin, incredibly comfortable, lots of visibility, blind spot monitoring in the door system, in the door mirrors. So especially in a vehicle of this size, having that blind spot really makes a big difference. Lots of window space, like I said, lots of light, and Airstream provides magnetic window covers that cover not only the driver and passenger windows, but as well as the entire windshield. So when you have all your curtains closed in the rear of the cabin, you want to black out the interior, you want it to be dark, you want to take a nap, or just even for privacy, you can put up those shades and have complete closure. So it's a gorgeous color. I think the black and the modern Grige goes really, really nicely together. I want to take a closer look at the rest of the cabin, starting with our swivel seats. Starting with the driver and passenger seat, we can see swivel seats fully functional. We can face the rear of the vehicle. We have people all around in the coach. You got someone cooking. You can really open it up, make it a more personal space. For the driver's swivel seat, you have a great option. You have an adjustable and swinging table. So what you do is attach it to this little section right here. You can raise, lower, and completely maneuver the table. Makes for a great office space. You have plugins for a TV screen here. A great feature you could use if you have a computer, a small laptop. Use an HDMI cord, display your computer screen right here on this TV, and now you have a wonderful workstation. So love this little area here. Super friendly, super usable. This table actually doubles for the table in the rear of the coach, and we'll point that out later on in the video. So wanted to start with our driver and passenger seats. Let's take a closer look at the rear of the Airstream. Inside the rear cabin of the Interstate Grand Tour, we can take a closer look at the interior. There's a lot to point out in this video, so we'll work our way back starting from the front. So we have beautiful Corian countertops. When you choose your modern greige upholstery interior color, it automatically selects the dark gray wood. We have a nice light gray, very easy to clean, almost kind of microfiber floor, and these black Corian countertops. We've got our fully adjustable shade here, which we saw earlier in the video. Opens up, really creates some nice airflow, but even with the screens down, you're out in the woods, tons of adjustability. We've got our sink here, adjustable nozzle, cutting board doubling as counter space. Remove that, it reveals your sink area. So nicely thought out, really nicely designed, and again, the finishes, the build quality to these vehicles is impressive. We have a 2-burner propane stove. This runs to our propane tanks mentioned earlier in the video. Super easy to use, nice finish there, lots of counter space. We have a larger wardrobe. We have a full refrigerator, separate freezer. I mentioned earlier in the video the difference between a Grand Tour and a Grand Lounge. Well, in a Grand Tour, we have lots of counter space and cabinet space. A Grand Lounge incorporates 2 more of these front captain's chairs behind the driver and passenger. Those chairs will be placed here and where our refrigerator is. So it includes more space for people to be sitting, seatbelted in and driving, but less space to live. Moving down the cabin, we've got tons of storage space. We have a microwave oven. We have lots of cabinets down below as well as above. We have a beautifully finished metal and riveted ceiling there. One of the first things you'll see on a touring coach that goes over the years is those vinyl roofings, but not this aluminum. We have an air conditioner. For size reference, with my tallest dress shoes, I'm about 6'1", so you can see I do fit comfortably in the coach. However, the only place I do have to move my head is right under the AC unit, just a slight duck to the left. Coming further down the coach, we have the bathroom. This is a wet bath, toilet and shower combination. See a small sink. We have toilet paper cover, a small nozzle, as well as a functioning toilet that is not a cassette toilet that runs to a black water tank, which we can dump from the rear. Really nice option, comfortable space. We've got a clothes hanger in the bathroom as well. And then moving to the rear of the coach, I'm going to sit down in the back. We'll kind of walk around the options in the vehicle. So we've got 2 ottomans and a rear bench seat. Now these 2 ottomans automatically fold together with the press of a button, and this rear bench seat folds flat. This is what creates your bed. It's actually a little bit larger than a queen size bed. Incredibly comfortable, even with the shape of the cushions. When you fold everything down flat, it's very smooth, very soft. You don't feel like you're gonna fall between the creases of the seats. Really a nice job from Airstream. Now we notice our table. This is the exact same table that was in the front of our Airstream earlier in the video. This is fully adjustable. You can swing and move this table anywhere you need to. Tons of living space, tons of usability. You have another TV there on behind the bathroom, so that TV can run local television channels. You also have HDMI ports you can plug in. Above the TV, very important to note, you have 2 of these screens in the coach, one by the passenger seat and one in the rear. That controls everything from your lights, your furnace, your generator, your temperatures, your shades, your blinds. Everything is adjusted from one of those 2 panels. Makes it incredibly easy to use. Here, lots of storage, very comfortable, tons of storage up above. That 24-foot camper, the larger model compared to our Interstate 19, and you get tons of storage space. Storage space in the rear as well, although while your bed is folded flat, you will lose some of that storage capability. We do have a rear full screen, which we can power down, so with the screens on our front door and kitchen and the rear screen. We can have nice airflow throughout the entire coach. Really opens it up. We also have a blackout shade which will cover these two windows. So blackout shade in the rear, fully adjustable screens. I want to show you what it's like when I put the screens down. So I'm going to just press a quick button right here. I'm going to put all the shades down at once. So I press Shade Master. All of our shades will lower. So lots of privacy. These are completely darkened. We've got tons of coverage here. This includes the rear window, all the side windows, including the shade on the door. All that's left is that windshield and the driver and passenger windows. Incredibly easy to raise and lower both sides. What we wanted to do is just put together a quick video tour of this Airstream Interstate Grand Tour. This model is a 2022. It's delivered to the dealership last week and through a series of events has become available. So it is ready for immediate delivery. If you have any questions, you're interested in the vehicle, you'd like to discuss purchase options, or would like to come in and buy it immediately, please don't hesitate to reach out. Again, my name is Spencer Roe. I'm at Mercedes-Benz and Airstream of Scarborough, Maine. We're one of 3 Mercedes-Benz and Airstream dealerships in the entire country. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. 207-210-4796 is my personal cell phone number. You can call me on the number. You can text me on that number. I'm happy to help. If you'd like to arrange purchase options, you can fly to the Portland International Jetport. If you're not local to our dealership in Scarborough, Maine, we're about 90 minutes north of Boston, you can fly to the Jetport. We'll pick you up at the airport, do some paperwork, and you can drive the vehicle home. Please don't hesitate to reach out, ask any questions you might have, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching.